it's Jay, and welcome back to my channel for another Plan With Me. This month's theme, if you couldn't tell by the lovely stickers surrounding my planner, is a Starbucks slash coffee slash cafe slash tea theme that was inspired by the fact that my planner is a Starbucks notebook. So grab yourself a warm cup of whatever makes you happy, and let's get started, shall we? For the title page for September, I decided to try and mimic like a Starbucks cup, but instead of where they write your name and often misspell it, I wrote the month. And I'm keeping it very simple here because I want to add a lot of washi tape and stickers to the front page and to all my pages in September overall. I am also using a lot of pens and markers that I have dug up from school years past. Did a bit of fall cleaning, spring cleaning, quarantine cleaning, and I found a lot of pens and stationery that I'm surprised still work, so I decided to incorporate it into this plan with me because I want to be a lot more sustainable with my pens and stationery and not just keep buying things because they're pretty, and we're gonna make do with what we have. So for the color palette this month, I'm sticking to browns and whites and adding in some warm greens, yellows, and blues as accent colors. It's not a full fall mode just yet. For my washi tapes, I'm using these really nice grid ones in this beigey tone, this light brown tone, and this really nice like warm green. And then the stickers that I'm using are the ones that you see around my table. I bought these off Amazon, and I also have these official Starbucks branded stickers that I got with this planner. Thank you again, Ate Shaja, for giving this to me from the Philippines. Yes, this is an official Starbucks stationery that they give with like stars, and I wish that Starbucks had that here in Canada. Isn't it so cool? So as you can see, as I sped through it, I'm just kind of layering it, making it a bit of a scrapbook theme, and that completes this first page. Moving on, we have the 3-in-1 spread that I have been loving since I made it in July, and it's going to be the same format of the monthly calendar at the top, important dates in the bottom half, and then a brain dump on the side. For my dividers on this page, I thought it'd be cute if I did like tea bags with the titles inside the tea bag. I know some people are strictly tea people or coffee people, but I love both. I consider myself a hot tea, iced coffee person, if that makes any sense. Since I had blank space in this top corner beside the tea bag, I added the quote, "but first coffee." One, because it matched the theme, but it also made sense with this being my general planning page for the month. This month, I experimented with the spacing for my calendar and made it a bit tighter than I usually do, and I don't mind it actually. What do you think? And as usual, the important dates I wrote out with the numbers, and I plan to put any important dates beside them, and I just color coded them with the weekdays in black and the weekends in brown. This is editing, Jamie. Warning now, my camera was very wonky while I was filming this, so it didn't film bits and pieces of things. But anyway, that completes this first spread. Next spreads are my goals and gratitude spreads. Like I said, it didn't film the first part. But basically, my concept for my goals spread is like a coffee grinder with my goals written in the coffee beans. Although I will admit, I don't remember the last time I had coffee that was made like through a coffee grinder with beans. I use instant coffee quite often. What can I say? I like the taste of commoner's coffee. I hope someone gets that reference. Anyway, let's speed through me coloring in these beans. I'm using a super tip marker, a Crayola super tip that's like this caramel color, a dark brown Crayola mini marker. Side note, does anybody remember when these were like tier level cool status in school? And my brown mild liner. To actually write in my goals, I alternated between my white Sakura Jelly Whirler and my black Staedtler Fine Liner. My goals this month varied a lot. As usual, I'll start with my purpose for this month, and my purpose for this month is to not get caught in the overwhelm, which sounds very vague and like a dark, mysterious place, but it really isn't. I work in the education field. I am not a teacher. However, this time of year tends to get really busy for my department, and that's when there isn't a pandemic on our hands. So I wanted this to be my purpose in September. My personality is that I get very caught up in things easily, and so I wanted to remind myself to calm down, take a breath, take a breather. And then one of my favorite poets, Morgan Harper Nicholson, had this poem talking about getting caught in the overwhelm, and that's how it became my monthly purpose. Something new this month for September is that I am re-separating my monthly challenge from my fitness challenge. I tried to do the Chloe Ting summer shred in August, and well, that didn't work out. Literally. Cue drum noise. I'm so sorry, this is really cheesy, I'm caffeine deprived. I tried to do that and it didn't really go well, and I want to try some other things, so fitness and monthly challenges are being separated from this point on. For September, my fitness challenge is another one from Chloe Ting, which is her slim thigh challenge, and then my monthly challenge is to drink more water. I'm aiming for at least 2 liters a day, which is kind of ironic given that the theme for this month is like coffee and tea. And to finish off the spread, I'm adding some coffee bean stickers from Starbucks. Next, we have the gratitude spreads, which are like tea bags. Like all my gratitude spreads, one thing a day that I'm grateful for every day. For this, I'm having fun with it and coloring in the tea bags with some of my favorite cups of tea. And so this is where I become a little tea nerd. The first bag of tea is matcha or green tea, which is just one of my favorite flavors, period. I don't care if it's tea, ice cream, candy, I love me some good matcha. The second tea bag is like a fruity tea. I don't know if this is just like me, but I always find the fruity teas to be like a blushy pink tone color. Well, this one's very specific. I don't know if this exists in other countries. David's tea, Forever Nuts. This is what it reminded me of. It's showing up a lot more orange in camera, but I think that's because of my light, but it's more of a like blushy pink. The third tea is also oddly specific, roasted dandelion. It looks like this color, and I tried it at my aunt's, and it kind of tastes like coffee. Not mad at it at all. And the last two were inspired by chai tea. Yes, I know what translates to tea, but chai is one of my favorite flavors, I think, so it got 2 tea bags. To finish off the spread, I'm adding these cute cafe stickers that I got to the bottom of the page. My next spread is my habit tracker, and I'm being very boring with this now, but it's going to be the same format as it has been for the last 2 months, with my weekly habits in a grid and then calendar stamps for my daily habits. For the title of this page, I decided to do it in the 2 corners in coffee mugs, with habits in one mug and the word tracker in the other. I colored this in with the same caramel toned Crayola super tip. I really don't know its name. It was still alive in a closet, and I'm very surprised about that. And then for the mug colors itself, I did it as a green mug and a blue mug because those are my mugs at home. Everybody has their own special mug, right? Like a mug just for you that you get weirded out if someone else uses it? No? Just me? My weekly habits haven't changed, but I wanted to put it out there. If anyone has any good podcast recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. For some extra decor on this page, I used this really cool washi tape that's kind of transparent and has leaves and coffee beans on the top and the bottom of the spread. And then I'm also adding in some stickers, and I think this is one of my favorite spreads so far. I also had some blank space beside the habit title part with the coffee mug, and it just reads, "Life is like a cup of tea. It's all in how you make it." Even though that the habit mug is technically coffee, it could be like a chai or orange picote. We'll leave it at that. For my calendar stamps, this is the stamps. This is the same method that I always use of a calligraphy pen and painting it on. For the titles of my daily habits, I'm using a mix of Crayola super tips and my mild liners to match the washi tape and the mugs I drew in, and then some from Cute Decorations. I finished off with these stickers of an iced matcha latte, which now makes me want one, and this really fancy sticker of teas and scones. And that completes my habit tracker spreads. My last 2 spreads before we jump into my weeklies are my budget and my reflections page. I will speed through the budget page because it hasn't changed, and I don't think it ever will. I'm really satisfied with how I do my budget page, and I've been doing it this way for I think 3 or 4 years now at least. And yes, I'm still using a ruler to draw straight lines and to make my highlighter line straight. I will never achieve the Amanda Rachley status of being able to draw a straight line without a ruler, and I am okay with that. My reflections page for the month was actually inspired by those initial mugs that bookstores sell all the time. So the mugs are like those initial mugs, and together they spell out reflections. For this, I added a little bit more color to the spread than my previous ones because I like fun mugs. I think it really adds personality to it, and I thought it would give it that pop of color that these 2 spreads definitely need. I think this is going to be really fun to fill out at the end of September, and that is it for that. let's move on to my weekly spreads, shall we? Hey, Jay here, editing Jay here. For some reason, I don't have footage of me going through my weeklies, which I thought were really cute, but here's the flip through. I added some more stickers and colors to this page, and I think I say this every month, but I think September has become my favorite month. I'm actually really in love with this habit tracker spread. Before I end off, I just want to say thank you so much for watching today's video and this plan with me. I hope that you are staying safe, staying healthy. If you have any suggestions for my October plan with me, I can't believe I'm saying that already, please leave it in the comments below, and remember to take care of yourself. I love you to the moon and back. Jay.